no cars for 3 weeks.
Terry! 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 Terry, you alright, mate? Help! Terry!
Hold on, we'll get help soon, mate.
Someone call an ambulance! Help!
No.
Terry, you in there, mate? Help!
But there was nothing I could do. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Louisi, come with us.
Dr. Okawale, the witness.
Mr. Louisi, do you know why you're here today?
I do, yes.
You're here in relation to the death of one of your employees, Terry Duff. That's correct, isn't it?
Yes.
Have you thought about what you're going to say to the court today?
Well, yes, I guess so. I'm just going to answer questions.
Do you think that you did everything within your power to stop this death from happening?
I believe I did.
So you're telling this court now that you, as the director of the company, did everything within your power to prevent this death occurring?
I believe I did.
It will be a reoccurring theme throughout my cross-examination. I'm going to ask you questions covering 3 topics. Firstly, I'll deal with your responsibility. Secondly, we'll talk about the incident. And then finally, I'll ask you some questions about the deceased, your former employee. Now, you are the director of Ashfield Concrete Limited, correct?
Yes.
You're responsible for managing the activities that take place within the yard, correct?
Well, yes and no. I do. There are managers within the...
As the director, your overall responsibility is to ensure that the business carries out what it's supposed to, isn't it?
Yes.
You accept that as part of that responsibility, that you owe a duty of care to the people that work for you, don't you?
Yes.
And that includes things such as training, doesn't it?
Yes.
It includes such things as undertaking maintenance on equipment and vehicles, correct?
Yes.
It also includes not placing your employees at risk.
Yes.
You accept that? Is there any particular reason why you're reluctant to answer my questions?
No, I'm just ensuring I understand the question properly before I answer it.
If there's anything you're not clear about, please ask me and I'll rephrase the question. Now, this duty of care applies to all of your employees, correct?
Yes.
And this would include Mr. Duff, wouldn't it?
Yes.
As you would refer to him, Terry.
Yes.
Mr. Louisi, please speak up so that everybody in the courtroom can hear you.
Yes.
Now, would that duty of care extend to the HGV driver?
Yes.
You're aware that the cause of the accident was as a result of the HGV driver reversing and fatally colliding with Terry, correct?
Yes.
At the time that the incident happened, there was no banksman, was there?
There were banksmen in the vicinity, but the driver didn't wait for the banksman.
Let me rephrase the question. At the time that the driver was reversing, was there a banksman helping the driver maneuver?
At the time of the incident, no, but there were banksmen in the vicinity, in the yard, under my employment at the time.
But were those banksmen working and assisting that HGV driver?
They were working, but at that present moment in time, they weren't assisting that driver.
And you accept that when the HGV driver is reversing, that it's very important that there is a banksman assisting?
Yes.
Now, tell the court why it's important for a banksman to help a HGV driver reverse.
Because you can't fully see in a HGV. You have loads of mirrors and cameras, but your vision is obscured and there are blind spots.
So you accept that the policy in practice is for drivers not to maneuver without the assistance of a banksman, correct?
Yes.
So when this driver was driving without the banksman, this person was unable to see 100% clearly, correct?
Yes.
And do you accept that that contributed to the death of Terry?
It did contribute to the death of Terry, yes.
Did you provide training to this driver?
Well, when the driver Training, the driver learnt to drive elsewhere. He did his driving test like you would with a car. And he came, he did an induction, he was told the rules of the site and what to do in case of an emergency.
Mr. Louise, let me ask the question again. Did you provide training for the driver? And when I say you, I mean Asheville. Did Asheville provide specific training for this driver?
Well, the driver was told what to do, that you need to wait for a banksman.
Did the driver comply with those policies and requirements?
Well, at that time, no. That's why this happened, because the driver didn't follow what he's meant to do.
Do you accept responsibility for that driver's failure?
Do I? No, I do not accept responsibility for that driver's failure.
Now, we'll go back to the question I asked you at the beginning. Are you telling the court that you did everything within your power to avoid the death of Terry?
I think I did everything in my power to prevent it.
Well, let's take that in stages. You did everything in your power. The first time that the driver conducted a move without a banksman, you didn't fire the driver, did you?
No, but I've given the driver instructions, and there is a banksman. I've given instructions. I can't be everywhere at the same time.
Well, let's stop. There was no banksman assisting the HGV driver reverse.
No, there was no banksman assisting, but the driver knew.
That is a health and safety risk, isn't it?
Yes, but...
Wait. There are more questions, and I'll give you an opportunity to answer in full. That's not the first time that the driver has acted in this way, correct?
I've had to speak to the driver in the past, yes.
Well, for the purposes of the court record,